Hey yo, what's up? You know what it is. It's your boy Triple the G.O.D. Welcome back to Kamen Super Climax Heroes, everybody. Let's just go ahead and just hop right back into it. Another viewer's choice selection for my boy Shotweb. Shout out to him. At the moment, we will be taking his other request and taking a look at the forever master of the Gaia memories, Kamen Rider Eternal. And just like what Kamen Rider stole before him, because he doesn't have any additional form, because why would he have Red Flare, is that you can select him by himself or select him as a tag team, but we're not going to do that. And who should be his opponent? Well, of course, Kamen Rider Double. Makes sense. No, it makes more sense to do this primer in the Fudo stage, because, you know, just because, and such and such and so and so. But what I'm going to try to do with this primer, because we've gone over the basics like a billion times, is that I'm just going to try to be a little more efficient and just try something new with this one, and just, take it to a point, because you've watched them see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 of these, is that you kind of get the pitch at this point, and I'm not going to bore you out your mind, that I'm just going to get you all the information that you need so that you can build your own stuff and be better players and such. So with that being said, let me give myself full secret, because I just have a feeling that I'll need it for now. So let's start where we always start, with the mobile art and the rider arts in question. Mobility art, the air dash. Now what's cool is that what we'll see is that Eternal has some kick-ass jump normals. So he can, to a degree, use them to cross up and do weird stuff and confuse his opponent, just so you know. His rider art though? Zone. What it does is it transports him right behind his opponent, and then you press the special button to do unicorn, and then that special thing happens. Now, Zone does come in 3 flavors. I already saw the first one, the transport. Now, if you're holding up while Zone's taking place, you transport over the top of them, and if you're holding down while you're doing it, it does the opposite in front of it. So, to review, pressing the rider art once does that. If you press it in front of them, do a special, and then do unicorn, that cutscene takes place. Hold up, you transport behind them, and hold down and you drop right in front of them. Good for normals and such. And talking about good for normals and such, let's talk about jumping normals. Now, this is going to be real similar to Kamen Rider, to Wizard's Hurricane style, because of Zone mainly. Because if you hold down, it works just like you would a super jump, in that instance where you can do an instant normal and it comes out faster than normal. So just to show you, Apex, normal, Apex, get the Zone version out there. Zone version. Why is he not doing the normal? I have no idea, but there you go. And the same thing for the heavy normal itself. It comes out no matter what, so you can still do Zone with it and come down. And since they both stun, the lower you do it to the ground, the more awesome stuff you can do after it, and we'll get into, that jump cancel later. Now his special. Neutral special, unicorn. There is no reason you should ever do this, ever, without doing that first. Because other than that, there's no reason you should ever use unicorn. Directional, he does the bloody Hellblade, real good Zone special. I really like that. And his air special, an air unicorn. Now, he can do air unicorn off of Zone, but it is so hard to get off. It's retarded. It's retarded. So I really wouldn't rely on doing like Zone to air unicorn, and I don't know why the air Zone isn't coming out, but try it at your own risk and leisure, but but a lot of times you'll more miss it than hit it, so keep that as it is what it was. So let's go ahead and get to these strings. Now, here's where we're going to shortcut things for the day, because I need to, not show you his strings, because I'm going to tell you how they work. Is that, for all intents and purposes, all of his strings on third hit, if you cancel it early enough, that you can do a jump cancel combo from it, and I won't show it to you, but trust me, it does work. So let's start with his light chain. 3 hits. Second good for a rider cancel, and of course third, if you cancel it early enough, you can do a jump cancel combo from it. Next we have the light to heavy chain. Now, you can juggle off that second hit, or you can cancel the first one if you like to keep them on the ground, so you can do a 3 hit like that, and then, you know, proceed to do whatever it is you're going to do after that. Next, we have left or right, and the left or right in the light chain does that 3 hits, and again, 2 to keep them on the ground. The third one, if you cancel early enough, you can do a jump cancel combo. Next, we have, and we make sure not to have any meter, is the left or right light to heavy chain, which is one of his assault gauge charges. Feel free to abuse it. Please feel free to abuse it. Next we have up or down and the light chain. For the record, that stun is long enough to cancel to a rider finale. Abuse it. Lots. Trust me. Next we got the up and down like that. We got the up and down like the heavy chain. The first heavy, of course, the jumping, the jump cancel combo, which is light, heavy, heavy, special. So just one more time so you can do it. What you can do is you can do a jumping reset after you do 3, and then if you can get it off where you can do the full combo a second time, but you got to catch it early enough and make sure that that air unicorn actually hits its target. Alrighty, where are we next? We have the heavy chain, his other assault gauge combo. So your bread and butter, you know, is going to end probably either in your neutral heavy chain or your left and right like the heavy chain. So either or, you'll figure out something cool with that. Now we have our next chain is actually the right heavy chain. So this is his best chain and some of the nastiest stuff. Now let me just show you an example. The third does 2 hits, and then the fourth one is a low, but you won't see it. And you can do this ad nauseum, and there's a reason that I'm going to do this ad nauseum, because there's something that you need to see. It's coming. Well, I wasn't expecting climax time, but to describe what you just saw is that, yeah, if this was one game ago, that would be broken. But because the magic of the Rider Burst, you know, unless your opponent has no idea that Rider Burst even exists, that you could pretty much do a kind of sort of infinite, because at some point, as you saw, that I stopped gaining meter, the combo nulled, so it's good for getting a couple of chains off of, and then do an assault gauge, and then do an assault charge after it. That's all it's really good for. You can do it also to cancel into some jump cancel fiasco stuff, but you mainly just want to stick to letting both hit and then doing a rider cancel. And I actually want to show the combo in full to show that yes, the last hit is a low. So what we got next? We have the up or down heavy chain. Real good for rider cancel stuff. You know, again, third hit of a chain. You know that you can cancel it into a jump cancel combo, just so you know. And of course the jump cancel chain, which you already saw, so we can just show it one more time. And I can actually do it. There we go. I finally pulled it off on tape. So yeah, you can do a jump cancel combo. The first 3 hits, the light, heavy, heavy, and then do a reset on the ground, and then actually do the combo, and it does a lot more damage. Now, because Eternal is an assault gauge character, he does have some alternate normals when he actually activates, and strengthening armament. First is an extended light chain, which does that, and again, that is rider cancelable on that last hit early, so that you can do a jump cancel combo. Oh wait, I have no energy. I forgot I turned off all the energy. Turn it back on real quick. I'm sorry. And then you, his other chain is a light to heavy chain, which does that, and you can cancel that hella early and do retardedness off of it. So I suggest doing that. And also what changes is the Bloody Hellblade changes to the Never Ending Hell. So it's really quick, really good for zones, but because you have a lot better ways to spend your time when you do use an assault burst, I suggest doing that. So I think that just about takes care of everything. I think so. Not really. Well, and there you go. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, doing all that stuff. Shout out to Showwell for requesting that I actually do something on Eternal. And here, you can have something from me. Watch the long version of the Eternal Requiem because Eternal is so freaking awesome. So, we'll sit and we'll just take a zen moment and a break. And I hope you guys learned something. Now, like I said, the reason why I kind of cut this kind of short was because, I'm trying to get to a point to where, I just think at this point you guys pretty much understand, like, the basics of what's going on here. So I really don't have to sit up here and show you everything because you have seen me show you that every last hit in the game down there, you can ride and cancel out of it and then do a jump cancel combo or any OTG after that. So, I figured it was only fair that, that I just try to cut it down. If you guys want to see that stuff in full, let me know and I'll try to double back to that, but I just wanted to just try something different to see if we can get something a little more compact and concrete. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to get out of here. You know what it is. Your boy Triple the G.O.D. And of course, I explained it all. Holler at you guys next time, man. Peace out.